Hi everybody, welcome to Revolution MMA. I'm Joel Gerson. This is my partner Carlos Newton. We're going to be showing you some takedowns for BJJ. So a lot of times BJJ fighters, when they're in tournaments, will jump guard. And they'll do that either because they don't know throws or because they just want to fight from the guard. A lot of times judo throws, if you get countered in a tournament, and put you in a bad position. But there are throws that you can sacrifice your own body weight, which put you in a good position, specifically for BJJ. A lot of times BJJ fighters, when they're fighting, they're bent over. From here, they're keeping their center of gravity away, they're keeping their legs away, we're fighting for grips, this kind of thing. It's a defensive position, but it's also kind of a relatively safe position. So the throw we're going to be working on today, Yoko Tomoe Nage, is a response to this situation. Okay, it puts us in a nice position from the guard, but it also sets us up for submissions or for positions in takedown. And worst case scenario, I'm in a good position when I finish up. So let's see from here what the throw looks like. Yep. So the most important part when you're starting out with the takedowns is the gripping. At high levels, if you don't get your grip, you're not getting the throw. This is what I have to deal with on a daily basis. So classic grip for grappling is going to be a sleeve lapel grip. I like to do this throw either from sleeve high lapel, or I like to control his head for the same size, or if he's a little bit lower than me, and get the thumb inside the collar and break his posture from here. My elbow is blocking his shoulder from shooting in. I'm going to defend the double if I need to, and I control posture-wise whatever I need to control. But the important thing for throwing is to control the head as much as possible and control the sleeve specifically for this throw. So what I'm going to be doing, back a little bit, is lying down beside him. So I'm using my foot as a fulcrum point. I'm getting underneath his center of gravity, and I'm throwing him to the side. So Yoko Tomoe Nage is side circular throw. So I'm basing with my foot right on his stomach, falling with my head close to his foot. Right now, I'm controlling the sleeve. His foot is stuck, and I'm going to pull and steer him behind me this way. The key obviously is to get his feet off the ground so I can control his direction. That's going to require strong pulling, yeah, and good timing. So as I'm stepping in, I'm falling as round as possible on my back so there's as little friction as necessary. So from here, round. If you're flat, you're pinned. You want to be with your head up and your foot based on his stomach. From here I can guide. One of the great advantages of this throw is that I can disorient him in the air. If I want to throw him this direction, I can throw him this direction. If I want to change the angle a little bit over here, I can change the angle a little bit over here. So it sets me up for the continuation, the transition into ground, to the hold downs or right away into submissions. So if I wanted to continue from there, yep, I have the option, as you know, to finish. And usually when guys are disoriented in takedowns, that's when the opportunity is the freshest. It's the best time. Okay, so let's understand one more time the gripping and the pulling. One hand gets all the gi behind the elbow. I'm grabbing as much material as possible. Here's a little trick. There's a seam. That's what you want. You're grabbing everything in your hand, collecting it, then twisting out. So the baby finger is pointing out, and you can see the muscle. There's no slack here. Some guys can pull it off from here. There's just more to pull. So I like to grab around here if possible. This hand high, low is weak, I'm pulling gi. High is stronger, I'm controlling posture. Higher is better if I can. This guy's got a really stiff gi right now, so it's hard to get a good grip behind the collar. Plus he's a little bit taller than me. So in a fight, this might be a risky grip for me. But typically, if we're the same size or I'm a little bit taller, I want to break him right from here. And like we said, a lot of guys are fighting from a broken posture to begin with. So this throw still enables me to get underneath him and take him out of balance, whichever way I want. So just an important point about the pulling. If you don't pull strong enough, there's no throw, in this case especially. So you have to understand that when you're pulling him over your foot. So the pulling actually starts before you're on your back. The pulling starts on the entry. While you're already away from him, you're going to start that pulling motion. You're going to feel your lats, you're going to feel your back, all your muscles will be working in your upper body. So what happens is he's already coming out of balance and getting drawn onto that foot. So when I go in, and I've started my pull already, the direction of the pulling continues. It's going to be behind me here, and then it's going in. So I have to convert his back to face the mat. So I'm flipping here, pulling, and then back. So from here. So draw him to you over, and then tuck it in at the last second. That's what's going to give you the flip. And of course you can follow up and end up on top of them, obviously, to continue into your moves.